Vanessa Bryant has once again dominated the headlines. New footage has sparked rumors that she's getting close to a mystery man, with the most wild rumor of all suggesting she might be pregnant. The internet can't stop talking, and this story is quickly evolving into something much more than a simple fling. Back in early June 2025, social media exploded with one name trending everywhere: Vanessa Bryant.
The internet has been crazy the last couple of days about this Vanessa Bryant story. I know y'all have heard it at this point. There was a rumor going on for the last 3 or 4 days that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant,
But it wasn't due to Kobe tributes or her charity work. Instead, it was an alleged romance that set the internet ablaze. People were convinced she was secretly involved with Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown. And the evidence? It wasn't from paparazzi or press statements, but from slick photo collages that seemed too perfect to question. These viral edits had millions convinced. The images showed Vanessa glowing at a Lakers charity gala, side by side with Jaylen at an NBA awards night. Different events, different cities, but with filters and lighting tricks, the photos were blended to make it appear as though they were standing arm in arm at the same party. The illusion was flawless, and people bought it instantly. The scandal didn't come out of nowhere. In late May 2025, a Facebook photo of Vanessa sparked whispers of a baby bump. From there, internet detectives went wild, connecting dots that weren't even there. Suddenly, it wasn't just that Vanessa might be pregnant, it turned into the belief that she was carrying Jaylen Brown's child. A full-blown conspiracy theory was born, complete with fake timelines and fake receipts. According to these online storytellers,
she was not only pregnant, but potentially pregnant by a young baller, basketball player.
A young baller.
That was the quote that was in the news. It said a young baller. I'm assuming they meant basketball.
Vanessa and Jaylen supposedly first crossed paths at a youth basketball charity event, and the gossip framed it as destiny, a grieving widow meeting a socially conscious young star. Two people connected by the game and by giving back. From there, fans imagined him as her emotional anchor, the man who respected Kobe's memory while stepping into Vanessa's world. TikTok took this fantasy and ran with it. Videos with titles like Jaylen Brown plus Vanessa Bryant, Power Couple, racked up millions of views. Users shared clips of the two at completely separate events, adding dramatic captions like, "Love always finds a way." Others created entire fairy tales, first dates in LA, secret vacations, whispered late-night meetups. One viral TikTok even claimed to have insider details about a private dinner at an upscale Los Angeles restaurant. It described their outfits, the meals, and even how they allegedly smiled at the staff. But the kicker? There was zero proof. Just vibes, captions, and internet smoke that convinced many this was the biggest forbidden love story of the year. Another rumor that had the internet buzzing claimed Vanessa Bryant and Jaylen Brown were spotted at Disneyland with Vanessa's daughters. Fans swore Jaylen was sliding into the role of stepdad with ease, and social media quickly crowned him the perfect partner, even before there was any proof. These fabricated stories painted a fairy tale image of Jaylen seamlessly blending into Vanessa's family while honoring Kobe's memory.
Earlier in the week, Vanessa came out to clear up the rumor. She said, "I'm enjoying my summer, not pregnant." Basically like I'm ignoring the rest.
By June 8th, hashtags like MyGear, Vanessa and Jaylen, and Dimamba Love were trending worldwide, turning private grief into a global spectacle. But these rumors weren't just about celebrity gossip. They sparked larger debates. People questioned how long a widow should mourn before moving on. The 5-year mark since Kobe's death became an unofficial expiration date in the public's mind. Some insisted Vanessa deserved joy again, while others weren't ready to accept it. Then came the age gap whispers, with critics throwing shade at the idea of Vanessa dating a younger star like Jaylen. Supporters quickly clapped back, saying they were both grown and free to live their lives. Sports shows began debating it on air, and entertainment reporters scoured for quotes. Suddenly, the couple was trapped in a media frenzy that only got louder. But when investigators dug deeper, the truth snapped into focus. There were no real photos. Every collage was fan-made, edited, or driven by gossip-driven clickbait. What millions had believed was a scandalous romance turned out to be pure digital fiction, smoke, mirrors, and society's endless appetite for messy headlines. While the icon World obsessed over this fantasy drama, Vanessa was locked in a real-life nightmare. And it didn't come from strangers. It came from her own blood. Her mother, Sophia Lane, blindsided her with a $5 million lawsuit, claiming nearly 2 decades of unpaid labor as a nanny and personal assistant. A lawsuit against her own daughter, just months after losing Kobe and Gianna. Sophia alleged she worked around the clock 7 days a week for 18 years without pay, proper meals, or...
This time, Vanessa Bryant's mom has filed a lawsuit against Vanessa. She wants $92 an hour, 12 hours a day for the last 5 years for being a grandmother. Keep in mind that the Bryant family...
She wanted it calculated at $96 an hour, millions of dollars from the very family she had lived with. Before the court filings, she had already gone public with the feud. In September 2020, Sophia appeared on Univision's El Gordo y la Flaca, tearfully claiming that Vanessa had kicked her out of her Newport Beach home and even demanded the family car back.
Vanessa's mom, Sophia Lane, recently sat down for a televised interview for Univision, where she emotionally claimed that her daughter kicked her out of her house and
She told me, "I need you to get out of this house, and she wants her car. She wants it now," Sophia said, sobbing on TV. The interview hit like a bomb. The world was stunned. A grieving daughter accused of throwing her own mother out. Within 24 hours, Vanessa fired back, blasting her mom in a statement saying Sophia hadn't been supportive or present since Kobe and Gianna's deaths. It was a scathing rebuttal that turned a private feud into an ugly public war, unfolding in courtrooms and tabloids under brutal spotlights. Vanessa Bryant responded fiercely, dismantling her mother's claims with raw emotion. "My husband and daughter passed away unexpectedly. And yet, my mother had the audacity to do a television interview, speaking negatively of me while shedding tears for a car and a house that were not in her name," she wrote, exposing just how deep the wound. Cut. The lawsuit dragged out intimate financial details and ugly family history. Sophia insisted that Kobe had promised to take care of her for life, claiming he often told her, "I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life. You won't have to worry about a damn thing." She argued that this oral contract meant Vanessa owed her millions, even after Kobe's death. Sophia also claimed she was robbed of $1.5 million when the Bryants sold one of their homes and bought another, framing it as though Vanessa was withholding what rightfully belonged to her. But Vanessa's lawyers fired back, asserting that Sophia was never a nanny or assistant, just a grandmother who was financially supported out of love, not obligation. Vanessa explained that she and Kobe were the full-time caregivers, while Sophia only babysat occasionally when the kids were toddlers. By 2010, the girls were busy with school and sports, hardly needing constant supervision. Vanessa also revealed that for nearly 20 years, she and Kobe covered her mom's housing, vehicles, and finances, proof, she argued, that Sophia had been more than taken care of. But the betrayal didn't stop there. While battling her mother in one courtroom, Vanessa was also fighting another nightmare in another, one that ripped open the trauma of Kobe and Gianna's deaths all over again. In September 2020, she sued Los Angeles County after sheriffs, deputies, and firefighters shamefully shared graphic photos from the crash site. 8 officers had taken disturbing images of Kobe's remains and passed them around at bars and private gatherings. Vanessa testified through tears that she wanted to run down the block and scream after finding out strangers had seen her husband's body. In August 2022, the jury awarded her $16 million, later increased to nearly $29 million in a February 2023 settlement, which also covered claims from her daughters. But while reliving that horror in court, she was also being dragged into a public feud with her own mother. The timing was vicious. Sophia filed her lawsuit less than a year after Kobe and Gianna's deaths. The public rallied behind Vanessa, calling it exploitation at its cruelest. What should have been a tragedy that united her family instead tore it apart, as Sophia went after money during her daughter's darkest hour. By August 2021, the family feud finally ended in an unconditional settlement filed in Orange County Superior Court.
It had nothing to do, there were no damages paid. The $31 million in damages to Vanessa Bryant and Chris Chester had nothing to do with the taking of the photographs or the dissemination of the photograph.
but the damage was done. The lawsuits exposed how grief, greed, and betrayal had torn Vanessa's world apart just when she needed her family the most. The settlement terms remained sealed. No dollar amounts, no conditions, nothing for the public to dissect. What was clear, though, was the fallout. Vanessa and her mother, Sophia, remained estranged with no reconciliation in sight. The cost of that feud wasn't just money. It cost Natalia, Bianca, and Capri their grandmother, another painful fracture, left behind by grief and greed. Instead of clinging to bitterness, Vanessa poured herself into her daughters and into honoring Kobe and Gianna's legacies. With the Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Sports Foundation, she built strength not through family ties, but through friends who stood beside her. Out of betrayal, she created a new mission, transforming tragedy into legacy. And this is the part the tabloids ignore, the real Vanessa Bryant. While blogs chase fake scandals, she's been carving out one of the most powerful roles in women's sports and youth athletics. Since January 2020, Vanessa has turned her grief into impact, using her voice, her platform, and even her court settlements to uplift kids who never had a chance. She donated the entire $28.85 million settlement from Los Angeles County to the Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Sports Foundation. Every cent went to underserved athletes, proving that she refused to let pain stop her from building something greater. And her programs aren't just about money. They're about breaking barriers. In February 2025, she announced the Gianna Bryant Scholarship with the Variety Boys and Girls Club, honoring Gianna's dream to play in the WNBA. This wasn't just a check, it was a challenge to the sports world. The scholarships go to young athletes who embody Mamba mentality, resilience, fearlessness, and the fight for equal opportunity. Her foundation even runs co-ed camps, forcing boys and girls to train side by side. No excuses, no separation, just competition, exactly what Gianna believed in. Vanessa made sure her daughter's vision lived on, shaping a generation of girls ready to compete with any.
Why in our camps, the girls and boys run drills together, play on the same team together. And this enables them to feel confident competing against each other during games and scrimmages.
At the same time, Vanessa has proven she's more than just a grieving widow. She's a business powerhouse. As president and CEO of Granity Studios, Kobe's multimedia company, she's overseeing new projects that expand his storytelling. Empire. On August 19, 2025, the book Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Forever will be released. It's a collection of over 100 murals worldwide, honoring Kobe and Gianna's bond and their cultural legacy. Her partnership with Nike is another major success. After clashing with the brand following Kobe's death, she renegotiated the terms, and now Kobe's signature sneakers fly off shelves in minutes. Drops in classic Lakers purple and gold aren't just fashion statements. They carry history, and their proceeds fuel the foundation while keeping Kobe's name alive in the culture. And her bond with the Lakers never faded.
Important to Kobe, it was exemplified by Gigi, and it is something for which Natalia, Bianca, Capri, and I will always fight for. Congratulations to all the honorees, and thank you so much.
On March 7, 2023, Vanessa stepped back into the arena for the first time since Kobe and Gianna's memorial, introducing Pau Gasol at his jersey retirement. Her words and presence reminded everyone that she is still the bridge between Kobe's legacy and the franchise's future. The unveiling of the Kobe and Gianna statue outside Crypto.com Arena in August 2024 was a moment that shook Los Angeles with emotion. Vanessa stood with the Lakers to reveal the bronze sculpture, Girl Dad, showing Kobe hugging Gianna with angel wings around them both. Kobe was the ultimate girl dad, and Gianna was the ultimate daddy's girl, she said, cementing their bond in history. But while the world saw that statue, Vanessa was juggling an entire empire. She's not just raising 3 daughters. She's running foundations, businesses, and protecting Kobe's name, all while keeping her girls grounded. Vanessa glowed with pride at Natalia's graduation in May 2025 from USC's School of Cinematic Arts, especially when Lakers owner Jeannie Buss personally handed her the diploma. It was a full-circle moment, family bonds, basketball legacy, and new beginnings. Vanessa even showed a lighter side with Natalia at USC's Parents' Weekend, attending sorority events and soaking up campus life she never got to experience. Behind the serious widow image, she's still a mom, ensuring her daughters live fully. Natalia's path into modeling with IMG and her Milan runway debut had Vanessa cheering her on while keeping boundaries tight to protect her. At Kobe's Hollywood handprint ceremony, Natalia delivered a heartfelt speech that proved the storytelling gift runs in the family. Meanwhile, Bianca is already being trained by WNBA legend Candace Parker, who said in July 2025, "Basketball is in her blood." And Capri, the youngest, has fans emotional as she mimics her dad's iconic poses in Vanessa's social posts. Kobe's spirit is alive in those girls every single day. But Vanessa isn't only focused on honoring the past. She's shaping the future. She launched the Vanessa Bryant Scholarship, advocated for women's sports at events like the Sports Power Brunch, and continuously pushed the message of equality, collaboration, and respect. When the internet came for her with fake pregnancy, rumors in June 2025, she clapped back with Rihanna memes, laughing off the lies while drawing a hard line. Her private life stays private. Her transformation has been physical as well. Losing 50 lbs in 2024 through fasting wasn't just about looks. It was about survival, health, and making sure she's here for her daughters. Every move she makes screams resilience, from rejecting gossip to donating millions in settlements to her foundation instead of pocketing them. By 2025, Vanessa's empire is valued at $600 million, but she doesn't flaunt it. She funnels it into programs for underserved kids worldwide. Kobe's message was always bigger than basketball, and Vanessa has taken that global, from LA to every corner of the world. Looking ahead, she's doubling down on expanding the Mamba and Mamba Cheetah Foundation, guiding her daughters' individual dreams, and ensuring Kobe and Gianna's legacies live on, not with empty tributes, but with action. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment.